Okay guys, check it out. So we've got our live connection made here on the Manitou, and the engine is here on the left hand side, as you can see. And I'm going to show you real quick in Service Advisor here. So we've got multiple engine codes here, and looks like we've got a, I don't know if you can see that very well there, but we've got 126 hits of engine D-rate that exists, and then we've also got 126 times of the exhaust throttle actuator drive circuit has low resistance, and then also exhaust throttle actuator failed to learn. Okay, and so we're going to take a look at those codes. I do believe that those are probably going to be the codes that's triggering his engine power D-rate. And looks like as a result of all of the D-rate codes that it's hit and the exhaust actuator or throttle actuator codes that it's hit, the calculated soot level is now at a level that's moderately high. Okay, and so basically what that means is that it's restricted enough that we're going to have to do probably do a service regeneration on the exhaust system. Okay, and I'm going to show you real quick on this Manitou. So the exhaust filter is here, and it's much like a lot of our tractors that we work on today, sort of the way that it works. And this is a light enough unit that it does use DEF too. And so we've got a DEF injector here, and which we're not having any trouble with that. So we're going to look into these other codes, see what we got, because they basically have to use this thing on a daily basis here. As you can see, I've got these big grain bins behind me here, and we're out on a feed lot, and they feed a lot of cattle here at this feed lot, and got a big operation going. And so they primarily use this to load corn and unload corn and get corn put over into their bin where they've got a flaker mill. We might go take a look at that in a little while, but we've got to get this loader going for them, get them up and running here. So we'll take a look at these codes real quick and see what we got. So we tried to run the service regen on the Manitou, and it wouldn't allow us to run a service regen, and the soot level is at a high critical soot level, and so we're going to have to do a service regen to recover that DPF. But it wouldn't allow us to do that because we have an exhaust actuator code that keeps coming back. It doesn't show up when we do a harness test and testing the wiring, but however it does show up when we run the machine down the road and drive the machine. We do get a power D-rate code, and then also we get an exhaust actuator code. So we're installing a new exhaust actuator now, and I'm going to show you where that's at. Here I got Caleb up here working on this, and that is the exhaust actuator. Okay, and I've got the old one on the back of the tailgate, so I'm going to show that to you real quick on this little 4.5 liter engine. This is the exhaust actuator on this engine. Okay, and so if you can see, it's got a butterfly valve in here, and it has an actuator here that moves this butterfly whenever we're doing a automatic regen on this machine. Okay, and so we're going to install that and see if we can't run a service regen or get this to actually do a regen like it's supposed to. And we'll check back with you in a few minutes when we get this installed and get the engine running. So we've got the Manitou loader here running now, a little 4.5 liter John Deere engine, OEM engine. Okay, and we're gonna connect Service Advisor real quick and see if we can initiate a service regen and get this DPF cleaned up and reclaimed. So we went ahead and tried to do a regen on this Manitou with this 4.5 liter OEM Deere engine, and we have failed again. Another attempt of doing a regen, and then we're still generating some codes to do with the exhaust actuator here. Okay, and so we're going to go ahead and order an engine controller for this engine, because I believe we probably have a failure, internal failure in the ECU, the engine control unit. And so we're going to go ahead and get one of those coming, and then we'll we'll get back after this again and see how it turns out. Hey guys, good morning. So we're back on the Manitou here this morning. Man, it is super windy out here in southwest Oklahoma. We had a little rain last night, and man, it is muddy out here at the feedlot where we're working at today. And but we're going to get after this Manitou machine here. It has a 4.5 liter OEM John Deere engine, and so our problem is we're having problems with this exhaust flow actuator. Okay, and so we're getting codes for that. So obviously it's not doing a regen on the DPF here and causing us some exhaust restriction and power limited issues. And so we've ran some tests on the wiring up to the exhaust flow actuator, and so we are pretty confident that maybe we have a problem with our engine controller. Okay, so we're fixing to replace that controller, and as you can see, we're having to work underneath the machine here through this hole to get to the engine controller, which is a little bit difficult, but we're going to get back after it. And I've got the old engine controller removed already. If you can see here, I've got that removed, and we're going to go ahead and install the new engine controller ECU and load it with software and see if we can get this thing up and running. Here is our new ECU engine control unit, and we're about to get under there and install this thing. And of course, this is a brand new engine controller, so after we install it, we have to load it with software using Service Advisor with a connection. Okay, and so stay tuned and I'll show you what that looks like when we get this installed and put software on. So we got the new ECU engine controller installed, and I've kind of just got it kind of hanging there so that we could make sure that it loaded software correctly, and it did. And so we hooked our EDL up here, electric data link, and we loaded our software on. So we're going to let it set for a few minutes and then go ahead and make a live connection and see if we can initiate an exhaust regen or an exhaust clean, and see if we can make it do a exhaust clean cycle and see where we're at. We were able to make a live connection and do a service regen. Got this machine back up in service, got the exhaust cleaned out good. So long story short here, just a quick recap. We changed the exhaust flow actuator, did not fix his problem, and so we verified the wiring from the controller to the actuator, and it proved to be good. We had quite a few issues trying to initiate an exhaust clean because there's several conditions that have to be met with on the machine, and so we figured that out. Still could not initiate an exhaust clean to get rid of his exhaust clean codes. So finally we replaced the ECU, loaded new software on the engine controller, and we were able to initiate the service regen and put this machine back in service. So Larry the Tractor Guy signing out. Hey guys, check out Larry the Tractor Guy videos here, other videos here, subscribe here, and buy all your John Deere parts here.
We'll make it work. I think
we're gonna have to make it.
We'll make it work. Come on, let's go.
We need to make
you need some food.
Y'all already burned me out.
some bloopers.
We're sitting in the sun over here, man.